17 on Mustang Valley Ranch, and joined on the server here at the moment by Josh, although he does appear to be AFK here at the moment. This is server 2 here, by the way. Heading down to field 5 here at the moment, and we have a hired worker working on the harvester. So harvesting here again in this episode. Pretty much just with the 2 fields, that's pretty much all there is to do here on the server at the moment. Harvest and replant with the occasional plowing that needs to be done. Which I did double check. It doesn't look like the field needs to be plowed, so we're good there. And let's see, what shall we plant? We'll check what's in storage here in a moment. Probably do some barley. I don't believe we've done any barley yet. I got soybeans on both the fields here at the moment. Field 3 is ready to harvest as well. I decided, since we kind of harvested that the last 2 episodes, and for that matter the last couple of live streams as well, we'll go down to field 5 and at least do a different field here. Pretty much as soon as it's done being harvested, we're going to be turning the field around here. So we got the John Deere S690i combine here. This is with the tracks on it, as well as the John Deere 640D header on it. So you should be able to make a couple of rows here before filling up. The Kenworth truck is down at the other end of the field there with the trailer. So pretty much going to be running unloading duty and planting here this episode. And again with that, just a reminder, if you'd like to join us on the multiplayer server, anyone is welcome to do so, as long as you can play nicely and follow the rules. Information for joining can again be found in the description below. Interesting, 9.1 meters. Okay, we'll go with it. Should work, I guess. And for joining the server, there's 2 download links for each server. First download link should download all the mods needed to join the server. Second download link will take you to the server download page. You can download the mods individually from there. That's particularly good if you want to join both servers. Both server 1 and server 2 have similar mods, at least very close anyway. A couple different mods on each server. But if you download, say, server 1 mods, you want to get on server 2, just have to download probably a couple of extra mods and you can get on server 2. You can use the server download page. Same thing, if you're going from server 1 to server 2 to server 1. Again, a couple of mods that are different there. And currently for maps, we have City of Vasquez on server 1. We got Mustang Valley Ranch here on server 2. And York County Logging on server 3. At least so far, I've not gotten around to doing any live streams or anything like that on those maps. Hopefully here in the next couple days we could probably do that. And also, as a reminder, if you want to join us on the multiplayer servers, we do ask that you join us on TeamSpeak as well. It is free to join TeamSpeak, and information for the TeamSpeak server can be found in the description as well. And we're probably going to very quickly catch up with the harvester here, it looks like. And again, for those of you not familiar with TeamSpeak, TeamSpeak is simply a voice chat client. Basically allows users to chat. And no, a microphone is not required to join TeamSpeak. So don't worry if you don't have a microphone, you can still join us on TeamSpeak. And again, anyone is welcome to join as long as you can play nicely and follow the rules. Again, all the information can be found once you get on TeamSpeak. The rules are in TeamSpeak, as well as all the download links for the mods, etc. Passwords for the servers are in TeamSpeak as well as any other information we deemed useful. We'll just slow it right down to the speed of the combine here. Looks like the combine has a little bit wider width. Let's see, 640D, that's probably, what, 12.2 meters, I think. And we only have a 9-meter seeder here. We appear to actually be getting closer to the combine here slowly, interestingly enough. Anyway, we'll read some comments here a moment. Jake was asking, can you hook up the Farming Simulator steering wheel to an Xbox One? Not to my knowledge. I don't know if they make an Xbox version or a PlayStation version or not. Again, not to my knowledge, they don't. Come on, Combine, we're waiting. He's probably, what? Oh, 70%? Okay, so almost full. We'll be able to finish this round yet then, I would assume. Or real close, anyway. Caleb was saying the squad has a link for the gravity wagons. And yes, again, I think I maybe mentioned this on the live stream. For those of you looking for the J&M gravity wagons that I'm using on Snetterton's farm, I went and checked the American Style modding website. I did not see those gravity wagons on there, so not sure exactly what happened to them. And I did not see them on the American Style modding website. And I also checked American Eagle modding. I did not see them on there either. So, yeah, again, not sure exactly what happened to them. Now, I was saying, love the videos. Thank you very much for that. Oh, yes, almost full. Oh, 81%, I guess. Not that close, actually. I just seen the flasher there came on. The Cool Adventures was asking, how do your helpers have real names? That is the Hired Helpers tool mod. And again, I'm pretty sure I have a link in the mod list for that. Again, just a reminder there for the mod list. Anybody looking for the mods that I'm using, I do have a mod list in the description of all my videos with most of the mods I have. The exception being are the mods that I get from the multiplayer server. I do not have download links for those. Those are mods that were acquired by somebody else. And as such, like I said, I don't have download links for those mods. Let's see, 91%. Let's go grab the truck here. You'll be able to get there before he fills up, I would think. And for those you're wondering, by the way, my plan on Snetterton's farm will probably switch to this truck on that map. The Peterbilt we have on there. Oh, this truck is... Okay, why are we going so slow? I don't know. Maybe we won't make it to the combine in time. 15 miles per hour. We should be able to go a lot faster than this. Oh, I wonder if the plates... That's probably why. Oh, still stuck at 15. Okay, never mind. I was thinking maybe the plate was derping up there, but... For some reason we can only go 15 miles per hour. See if cruise control can do it. Okay, that'll work. Well, I guess we didn't quite get to the combine in time there then like I was planning. Obviously the 15 miles per hour there kind of put a little crimp in that plan. Nothing wrong with that though. Makes it a little easier to unload the combine this way. Anyway, Lance was saying I'm never switching from the console, by the way. Okay. Again, for those of you who watch the live stream, you'll probably get the humor behind that comment more than for those of you that just watch the videos. 15,099. Wow, really? Seriously, we can only back up at 3 miles per hour? Must be something weird going on with the speed here. We don't have drive control like derping up. Wonder if it is. Yep, I don't know what's causing that, but I'm going to blame drive control for some reason. Okay, back to seating here. And we can at least catch up to the seeder here, or to the harvester here a moment. Mother in a Jar was saying, I wish they would add John Deere mods to the Xbox and PlayStation. Christopher was saying the same thing. And yes, unfortunately, you will not be seeing any John Deeres on the Xbox or PlayStation, at least not anytime soon anyway. Reason being for that, John Deere does not, or Giants does not have a license from John Deere to do so. And like I mentioned before, probably one of two reasons. One of two reasons their Giants probably cannot get a license. Either one, it costs too much money, which I'm sure, being John Deere, I'm sure it does, or will cost a lot anyway. We'll slow back down here again. But yes, I'm sure, John Deere's probably going to charge a lot of money for a license for their equipment in the game. And or either that, they will not even give a license. Very well possible as well. Even though it's a game like this, manufacturers don't necessarily want their good name, if you will, tarnished with a game. So, if it's like poorly done or something like that, or let's just say for some reason the John Deere equipment in the game doesn't perform well for some reason, that would look bad, at least in John Deere's eyes. And that could very well be a reason why they will not give a license. Like I said, I kind of suspect it's probably more of a money issue. Again, John Deere tends to charge a premium price for their equipment, and as such, one would probably assume they charge a premium price for licensing of their equipment as well. Cole sent a link to another John Deere 4020. Should try that one. I think it's actually maybe the same one as the one I have from looking at it. Wes was saying, can you take the rock box off the 4020? Well, the one I have, I don't think so, no. Marshall was saying if you're playing on a 9-day per season, it's better to play at X15 speed with your game time. I'll have to keep that in mind there. Again, we are playing on Snetterton's farm there with the Seasons mod, and I've kind of just left everything at default here for the first time, kind of learning how everything works. So I haven't changed anything just yet. I know I've had a couple people recommend maybe changing it to 6 days. So we'll see how it goes. We'll probably end up doing it, at least from what I'm seeing here so far. And especially, just starting out the game as well. We don't really have that much to do other than plow and cultivate the fields here at this point. So again, we'll probably be speeding up time just a little bit. And again, possibly switching from 9 days, maybe down to 6, maybe even 3. We'll see once. I think from what I've been told, you got to be a little bit careful with 3 days because it goes really quick. Yeah, I should be harvesting at 6 miles per hour. For some reason, we're only going 5. And we were definitely keeping right up with the harvester too yet. This is the John Deere 8530 here, by the way, for those who are wondering what tractor this is. Ooh, a little closer, my goodness. Okay, that's quite the turn. Animal saying per the Batco belts, manual ignition does not make any difference. The bottom piece doesn't work. You can connect a tractor with a 3-point hitch and PTO to the right-hand side of the big piece. That will allow you to raise and lower it and turn it on. So good to know there. And again, for those of you who have not seen these Batco belts, and again, apparently they are belts. Again, looks more like an auger to me. Let's see what's there. I think they are... might be in this shed over here, I think. Oh, yep, there it is. And yeah, again, like I said, this is apparently a belt, even though to me it looks more like an auger. Yeah, very nicely done. And for those who are wondering if we have a silo to go with it, we do not. That would be kind of cool, though, if we get some silos we can empty into with these particular belts here. That'd be pretty cool if you ask me. And again, the small piece here. Folks seen that watched the last episode here on Mustang Valley, or belt systems. Yeah, this piece right here, we tried to get this to work. It would not work. And from what I've been told, Thomas here, one of the admins on the multiplayer server here, he was able to get it to work, but it had to be in just exactly the right spot for it to work. So, kind of annoying. Okay, full speed ahead here. We'll catch back up with the harvester. Yeah, like I was saying, we'll have to see once maybe we can find some bins we can use those belts with. That'd be pretty cool. Maybe, you know, some bins with some good storage. Marshall was saying, if you're playing with 9 days per season, better to set your game time at X15. We might be able to do that as well. Like I said, we're pretty much at the point in the game here on Snetterton's farm where we can't do anything until the ground warms up. I mean, unless we want to plant more grass, which, nah, probably not. Phil was saying, great video. The older tractors don't have shocks and springs, so they bounce on the rear tires, and the chassis is off a little. Not sure what you mean by the chassis is off a little. Maybe talking about the 4020? But yes, like Phil was saying there, no springs there on the older tractors. I don't know if even this tractor... Yeah, I don't think this tractor probably even has springs. Oh, maybe it does. It actually does have independent link on the front, so it might... Well, at least has a shock absorber system on the front link. 8530. That must have been probably about the first series then maybe that had that, I'm assuming. Or this series of 8,000 tractors anyway. I mean, I'm not sure what sizes in this series that would have that, but... Oh, look out for the combine there. Yeah, for those of you not familiar with at least the John Deere system, I'm assuming it's probably... Well, what is that hanging down there? Looks like we need some repair work. Like a universal joint there fell out. Anyway, but yeah, for those of you who are not familiar with these, the independent... was it independent link suspension, I think they call it, ILS, on the front of the John Deere tractors. Basically, both front tires can operate independently rather than being on a single pivot point across the front, which is fairly common, you know, with smaller tractors and older tractors. You know what? Probably the 7800. Yeah, the 7800 here would just have a single pivot point there. And, you know, the front wheels pivot simply on this point right here. I don't believe there's any even like shock absorber system to that at all. It just pivots freely as far as I know. But yes, then you get the independent link suspension like this. Basically got like shock absorber on it. That's the best way I can think to call it. And then, of course, you know, the entire cab is, you know, suspended, the suspension and whatnot. You know, the seat, etc. Oh, combine's almost full again. Let's grab the truck here, see if we can actually get to him in time this time. We're going to be locked at 15 miles per hour. Yes. Put it on cruise control, we go faster. That is rather weird. Say though, it didn't take too long to harvest this field. We'll probably, let's see, oh yeah, we should have this field done at the end of this episode. No problem here. Probably have the entire field replanted as well, actually. Which reminds me of the replanting here and the size of the fields. We did have the Big Bud DLC activated. We actually took it back off again, at least for the moment anyway. So again, for those of you who'd like to join Server 2 and you don't have the Big Bud DLC, you can still join now again. Seeing as how we won't be affording any Big Bud equipment for at least a while, we just took it back off again for the moment. Keep in mind, we'll probably reactivate it here at some point. Again, looking at the size of the fields on this map, this is probably the perfect map again for the Big Bud DLC. Okay, we're off to the races here with seeding again. Looks like the combine might actually be far enough ahead of us so we can actually do the next row without having to worry about the combine. Stone Cold was saying regarding the Kenworth W900 truck. I think you actually mean the Peterbilt truck, I'm assuming, because that's the one we have on Snetterton's farm. He's saying, I guess there's a mod conflict or something. I'm using it on Rattlesnake Valley and having zero problems with it. It does seem to be completely exempt from the Seasons mod, though. But it drives and handles just as it should. So good to know. It's very well possible there's a mod conflict for me. In fact, I kind of suspected as much when I used the truck. Although, that might be the truck we had some issues with on the multiplayer server. I'm not sure. I know we've been through quite a few trucks here on the multiplayer server, and it's been hard to find good trucks here. Seems like there's a lot of nice looking ones, but then the functionality is missing severely. Or, you know, we find a truck that doesn't look so good, but it functions okay. So it's kind of hard to find trucks that both function and look okay. And at least so far, the tri-axle there has been kind of one of our favorites. That was always a good one back in Farming Simulator 15 as well, for those of you who remember that tri-axle truck there. And like I said, that's the plan that's Snetterton's farm. I'll probably just switch out to the tri-axle there, and hopefully that truck will work. Jack was asking, how do you get cotton on a map? To get cotton on a map, you have to have a map that actually has cotton on it. So a modded map that actually supports cotton. You know, right offhand, Pleasant Valley is one of those maps that supports cotton. And again, that's true of all the multi-fruit crops. The multi-fruit is dependent on what the map supports. So whatever the mod author of the map adds to it, that is what the map should support. In this case, I don't know. This one actually I don't think this one actually has any multi-fruit. So just the standard in-game crops, and that's it on this map. But yes, if you want a map that, you know, has oats or spelt or triticale or cotton or any one of the other numerous crop types, you need to have a map that actually supports those crop types. Zane was saying, I love the two-wheel drive tractors. Same here as well. Kind of like the look of the two-wheel drive tractors. Although, when you get to the bigger tractors, then I like the look of the four-wheel drive. You know, like the 8530 here. You know, the bigger tractors, that looks better in my opinion with the four-wheel drive. I don't know if you folks have ever seen an 8R, a John Deere 8R two-wheel drive tractor. They just do not look right in my opinion. You know, we're talking the John Deere. Let's see, where's the 8R mod here? Yes, the 8R series. Picture a John Deere 8R here, two-wheel drive. It just does not look right in my opinion. I don't know how common that is, but I have seen a couple of them around. That combine, what is that combine doing over there? It looks like he's on the field. Overall, I was saying, great video. Thank you very much for that. Sam was saying, you're still not using your hazard lights. Good point. Taylor was saying, love the old style videos. Yeah, silly workers turning around in the middle of the field. Okay, I know I've complained about this like every video the last couple of videos, but come on now, Giants. Seriously, you need to fix this. This is ridiculous. Why is the hired worker turning around in the middle of the field? Now, if I move over a little bit, can I get... no, I'm not able to harvest the remainder. Oh, well. Seriously? Still. Wow. Okay, then. Yep, I don't quite understand what is up with that, why the hired workers insist on turning around in the middle of the field sometimes. Yeah, definitely something, like I said, Giants really needs to address that. I mean, it's been, what, 9 months now, and the hired workers are still derpier than derpy. I mean, we used to say course play was bad. I think the hired workers are just about as bad now. And it seemed like they actually made it worse with the last update, if you ask me. The hired workers are bad, but it seems like they got even worse after the last update. Papa Smurf was saying, loving the videos. I've watched the whole collection 3 times. Wow, okay, 3 times then. He was asking, what do you think of Cattle and Crops or Pure Farming 2017? Do I think they're any good, or are they just jumping on the FS bandwagon? Well, one, I think they are just jumping on the Farming Simulator bandwagon. I mean, it has been pretty popular as of late, so why not, right? As far as Cattle and Crops and Pure Farming, again, neither one of those are out, so I can't really comment too much on either one of them. Cattle and Crops has released kind of a tech demo, and what they've released so far looks pretty good. Definitely looks promising. You know, the graphics look like they're good. The game mechanics seem to be somewhat solid. And Pure Farming, I don't think we've really seen anything on them yet, so can't really say anything about Pure Farming yet. Ryan was saying hectares is 10 acres. Actually, it is not. Hectares and hecta-acres, I think that's what you're getting confused there, is actually 2 separate things, at least as far as I know. I think I know exactly what you're thinking about as well there. But hectares and hecta-acres, like I said again, are 2 different things. And the conversion, I think, is what, 1.5, I think, is the conversion, if I remember correctly. I'm assuming hectares must be a European thing, I'm guessing. I can't say I've really ever heard of it where I live. Everything's always measured in acres. Just plain acres. Thomas was saying, okay, no console quips now. And I realized I was doing it wrong. Was listening to YouTube instead of TeamSpeak, which is why my answers were delayed. That would explain it. Again, for those of you who don't know Thomas again from the live streams, got some pretty good banter going back and forth there about console versus PC Master Race. Jeremy was saying, I really want the Oliver tractors. Again, mod list is in the description of all my videos, at least my farming simulator videos anyway. Make sure you check that out. Pretty sure the Olivers are in the mod list, so make sure you check that out again. And again, for any other mods I have that you want to look up, should be in the mod list. Anyway, we'll get to the end of this field here. I probably can't hire a worker, can I? See what happens. Nope. Hired worker has completed the task. Go figure. Yeah, we'll just get to the end of the field here, then we'll wrap up the video. Cindy was saying for our next map, can you do a Canadian map? Well, we might be able to. And again, just a reminder here, if you'd like to join us on the multiplayer server, information is in the description. Download links for the mods as well as information for the TeamSpeak server. And again, we do ask if you want to join us on the multiplayer server, please join us on TeamSpeak. Again, it's just kind of an additional step there to try to help keep the riffraff off, keep as few troublemakers on the server as possible. And I will have to say, for the most part, we've had a pretty good success with that. Haven't really had that many troublemakers on the server. You know, plus we got a pretty good group of admins that kind of help with that as well. And again, if you want to join us on Mustang Valley Ranch, this is Server 2. So make sure you download Server 2 mods. Or if you want to join on City of Vasquez, make sure you download Server 1 mods. And then, of course, Server 3, if you want to join us on Server 3, information for Server 3 is only in TeamSpeak. Didn't want to clutter up the description of my video too much, so I just left those on TeamSpeak. And again, once you're on TeamSpeak, all the information is on TeamSpeak. Download links for the mods, rules for the server, passwords, etc. So that, folks, have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them below. And as always, thanks for watching, and until next time.